Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. I hope everybody is doing well. Today I want to talk about sealing diamond paintings. I have sealed one in the past, so I thought before I do this one I would let everybody see how I do it. The reason that people seal them is to try and make sure that the drills stay where they should be for a very long time. I have read on the internet that the glue on the diamond paintings will be sticky for anywhere between 5 to 20 years. Not really sure what that's based on because diamond painting hasn't been around for 20 years. So I hear different things, I read different things. I've been talking to people that have been doing this a lot longer than me, and some people don't seal them, some people do seal them, some people seal some. So most of mine aren't sealed. I decided not to seal them because I felt that using any product on them changes the iridescence, even if it's just slightly. Sometimes it's more than slightly. But I had one that I felt the drills just didn't feel as if they were going to stay there. They tended to move about. So I thought if I put this up on the wall, the chances are that they're probably going to start to slip. So I did a lot of looking up, probably like you, if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about it yourself. So I went with a thing called Aqua glue, and I sealed a diamond painting with it. This was before I started doing YouTube, so I would have recorded it, but I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time. So I was very happy with it. So this one I had problems with popping drills. I've fixed it pretty much, I think, but I want to make sure that they stay flat. It's square drills, the other one was round, so it's going to be a gift. So I want to make sure it's as good as possible for as long as possible. So I'm going to seal this one. So that's pretty much it. That's all I'll be doing. I'll be sealing it, showing you how I do it, and that'll be it. So for today's video, I shall be using Tombow Aqua glue and a normal dish towel and a rolling pin, which I borrowed from the kitchen. I know you can get small ones that are for diamond painting, small little plastic things with no weight in them. If you happen to have a wooden rolling pin, I would tend to go for this. There's more weight in it, you cover a bigger area, so you can do it quicker and you can lean on it. So you get a lot more pressure, not that you have to press really hard, but you get a lot more weight on it than you do with a little hand roller, I think. Again, I'm new to this, but it's just the way I'm thinking about it. Why use a little thin, light thing when if you have a rolling pin in the kitchen? Obviously, if you don't, it's up to you. So that's it. Just 3 things, and we'll take it from there. So first of all, I'll show you the one that I've already done. So this was one that I got from Amazon. It's the smallest one that I've done so far. And as I said, when I was doing it, I just felt that the glue wasn't really that sticky. I mean, it was sticky, but not as sticky as the ones that I'd done in the past. So I wasn't confident that the drills were going to stay where they should be. So I decided to seal it. So the big reveal, ta-da! So this is already sealed. Going to get a lot of reflection because of the glass, but there's not much I can do about it. And I don't know if I'm really getting it in the light. It's hard to get it because I'm not directly in front of the window, but it does look good. Where I'm standing at the moment, the light is reflecting off the drills, and it looks very shiny, and as I tilt it, it changes just like it does if they aren't coated with anything. I would say it isn't quite as sparkly, but I mean it isn't a lot. You wouldn't notice the difference really, I don't think, personally, I don't think. So I was very happy with this. I really wasn't sure when I was doing it how it was going to turn out, but I did it, let it dry, I did the second coat, let that dry, and then I took it away to get framed, and I was very impressed when I saw the completed thing. So that's the one that has been done. I'll just move that out the way, and then we can look at the one that I'm going to do. As I said, that is the smallest one I've done. This isn't the largest one I've done, but it is pretty big. And these mats that I use are dinner table mats. I use them to put over the painting while I'm working on it, and I have the normal coating, the normal protective layer on top of the picture, and I cut back a bit and fold it back, and then I put this over the top. So then I've only got like the area that I'm working on, and you can chop and change, shuffle them about to get the area that you want. I've got more mats. I've actually got 8 mats. I'm only using 4 to cover this. So normally I would have the whole thing covered, and just the area that I'm working on would be open. When I finish working on the area, I would lift the mat, pull the cover back down over it, and then put the mat back on it. So I'm always really conscious to keep it covered, because I know the glue is very sticky, and I don't want hair or dust or flies or whatever sticking to it. So I work on a small section at a time. Some people do it different, they work on a colour over the whole thing, but that's just the way that I do it. So that's what these things are. A few people have asked when they've seen pictures, what is that? So it's just a placemat really. Works really well, I like it, gives me a work area as well, I can sit all my stuff on top of that. So that's what these are. So this is it. This is actually my favourite so far. Really enjoyed working on this. I think it could be because it's sort of blocks of the same sort of colour, so you tend to get things done quite quick. And the one that I did before this had one less colour. This has got 48 colours in it. The one I did before it was an 80 by 100. It had 47 colours, but when you look at it, it looks like it's only got 4. It had 27 shades of green, and a lot of it was the dreaded 310 or black. I had 350 bags of black. So to get onto some colour was really good for me. Really enjoyed doing this one. I would definitely do it again. It turned out really good, nice and bright. Did have slight problems with popping drills, but not too bad. But what I want to do now is press the whole thing down, get it as flat as possible, and then seal it. So pretty straightforward. I mean, there's no magic trick to it. So all I need is a dish towel and a rolling pin. So all I do is cover the area that I'm going to press down, and then I use the rolling pin over the top of it. I'll move this glass of water before I knock it over. So just a matter of pressing down on the drills, just make sure I get to the very edge. The other thing to remember is if you have put tape around the edges, remember to move the tape before you put the glue on, or you'll end up gluing the tape. I use masking tape, just normal masking tape from DIY store. I don't use washi tape or anything like that. So I've just taken the masking tape off, and all I'm going to do now is just go over, just even pressure, nothing too hard. But like I said earlier, I feel that the kitchen rolling pin, it does a nice big area. It's easy to get a bit of weight on it when you've got the two handles rather than using the small ones that you see advertised. So that's it, just press start, do this bit, make sure they sort of overlap. And all we're doing here is just pushing down any drills that might be sticking up a bit. You can see that this is the glue on the edge of the painting, it always overlaps. That's what the distill's sticking to. It's not the painting. This one, the glue was well off centre. The left hand side, it's way over on the left hand side. On the right hand side, the glue just reached the edge of the picture. So that's why that keeps sticking, it's because there's a big patch. But the thing is, when it comes to being framed, it actually helps to hold the border down. You don't normally have it as bad as this, but this is like about an inch across the thing. It's way over. So that's it really. All I'm doing now is walking around, because when you look at the picture, if you just stand in one place, you might not see anything that's sticking up. So what I'm doing is I'm just walking around and having a look at different angles as the light hits it to see. And what you'll notice is you get little sort of pin pricks of white, like when it reflects. And if it's just one and the rest aren't shiny, it means that drill is sticking up a bit. I mean, it's being a bit of perfectionist really, because overall it isn't going to matter that much, because people walk past it all shimmers and changes anyway. But the main thing is looking for lines that stick up, because they look really obvious. If you get the occasional one that looks just sort of stands out, it isn't really a big deal. But I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any. I can't see anything bad here at all. So I would say that's it. So now we get on to the messy part. As I said, I'm using Tombow Aqua glue. I got this on Amazon and it costs £2, it's not pounds, I checked .com, it's dollars, $2.74 for one. And it comes with two applicators. You get on the top, there's a fine one, and on the bottom there's a wide applicator. So this is the one obviously you use, it would take you all day, use another one. So all you're doing basically is brushing the glue across it. I would do this, leave it, I couldn't see how long it actually takes to dry, but I would leave it probably for a couple of hours just to make sure the glue's dry, and then go back over it again. That way you're sort of pretty sure that everything's been covered and it's got a decent coat on it. The glue is clear, so it can be kind of hard to see exactly where you've went. So if you do it twice, there's a good chance that you've managed to cover the whole thing. So the glue actually, it comes in a package like this. and the instructions are in different languages. Very little instruction. All it says is the ultra strong dual applicator liquid glue ensures a transparent and permanent strong bond. The fine tip is for pinpoint gluing, whilst the wide tip is for extensive application, ideal for photos, paper, cardboard and many other creative materials, acid free, washable, photoproof. And that's it, doesn't say anything else. So like I said, the last time I did it, I left it 2 hours, maybe a bit more than that, and did a second coat. So just take off the end. The other thing I should say is make sure that you don't have any hairs or fluff or anything. I know that some people use a toothbrush and go gently over it to clean it. Because I constantly keep them covered, I've looked over it and there isn't anything on it, so I don't have to brush it or anything like that. The only thing that I thought about when people talk about brushing them is if you're using round drills, there's a little gap between all the circles, and if there's a piece of dust or grit or crumb or whatever and it's on that glue, running over it with a toothbrush or a fine brush or whatever isn't going to get it off. You're going to have to use your tweezers and pick it off. So that's why I was saying I would visually look over it, just scan the whole thing, look for anything that shouldn't be there and take it off. So I've already done that, there's nothing on this one, so just a matter of starting somewhere. I'm going to start at the top and just press it down. So it's going to take a while. When I ordered it, I actually ordered 3 because I wasn't sure how many I would need, and they were doing a deal that if you bought 3 you got free shipping, so I thought it could always come in handy for something else. So what I'll do is I'll do a section and then I'll go back over it without pressing the glue, and just use the applicator as a brush to spread it out so I don't get any sort of bigger lumps. But it doesn't set like straight away, so I've got time to do that. It was a lot easier with the small one because it didn't take as long. I'll do another strip. And I've got this laying on a sheet of cardboard. The reason for that is I don't want to leave it just lying. This is the dining room table that I've got it on, so I don't want to. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going over it with the brush to get the glue down between the drills. So I don't want this sitting here on the dining room table. I'll get in trouble if I commandeer the table for 2 hours. So what I'll do is once I've put this on, I'll lift it up. As I said, it's lying on a sheet of cardboard, and I'll take it away into the spare room and I'll leave it lying in there, and then once I think it's set, I'll bring it back out and do the second coat, and then once it's done I'll take it to the framers. I'm getting to know the framer quite well now. I think I've done, I'm trying to remember now, I think the one that's in getting done just now is the 5th one. And the first time I went in, I said to him, I have a diamond painting I want framed, and he said, what's a diamond painting? So he'd never seen them before. He was quite interested, never seen anything like it. And when I go in now, he asks me what's next. He knows that I've got quite a few, and he knows as soon as I finish one, I start another one. So he was asking, when I took the last one in, he said, what's next? And I said, it's a dog. So I take it he must have a dog. He said he was really looking forward to seeing it. So we'll see what he thinks of it. And the last one that I just finished was the one that I've got the videos about on YouTube. It was the Wish diamond painting. I wanted to buy some of the cheaper ones, ones that weren't from dedicated diamond painting websites, and I decided to go with Wish. So if you look back, if you subscribe, follow me, you'll find out what else is happening. But I'll be doing another one with that because it's finished, to let people see the end product, because there were quite a few problems with it and a lot of air bubbles. So I did a video and spoke about how to fix that problem before you start, and it actually turned out very well. I was quite surprised, to be honest, because I'd never had one that was so bad with air bubbles. But I finished that I think 2 days ago, so I'll do a catch-up video about that. And I've already started the next one. So the next one is the Little Tin Soldier from Diamond Art Club, and I have to say it's a luxury working on that one after the Wish. But I think I could have just been unlucky with the Wish. I actually ordered 2 on the same day, and I'm still waiting on another one. I did check the delivery date and it's been changed, so now they're saying the 21st of August. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I know it could be that I was just unlucky. It doesn't mean that I know that not every Wish one is going to be all bubbles like that. I was just unlucky. But I was kind of glad, in a way, so that I could show people, okay, you get it, it looks like this. It also had double print, faded print, blurred print, symbols that were virtually the same next to each other with the same background cut. I mean, it was basically everything that could put you off diamond painting was in that diamond painting. But what I wanted to show was, even if you do get a bad one, if you take the time, bit of patience, it can still turn out pretty good. And as I said, it turned out a lot better than I expected. So it'll be going to get framed as well. And I've got more coming from the sort of lower budget, because I know that a lot of people are looking at this and thinking, I think I would like to try that. But they look at the cost. I mean, if you're going for the big ones, they can be quite expensive. And if you don't even know if you're going to do it again, you really don't want to spend too much initially. So the advice that I would give people is, if you're looking for a small one, look for one that's got bold colours and not too much detail. Again, the Wish one, that's why I picked that particular one, because there isn't a lot of fine detail, but it's quite colourful, and that tends to turn out really good. So as I said, I've ordered from different places, quite a few different places when I think about it, and I've been basically playing a game of how low can you go. I've been ordering smaller and smaller and cheaper. I have a couple coming that were free. All I paid was the shipping, and they are by far the smallest of what I've ordered. So again, I'll be doing videos about them, unboxing, going through the whole thing, looking at the quality of the canvas, the quality of the drills, the quality of the print on the canvas, and the key. The Wish one, again, I think pretty much everything that could suck did on that one. The key on the Wish one was so dark that I couldn't read the numbers, and on the actual canvas it was also hard to read the numbers. But because I've got a light pad and I put that underneath, it made it readable. Sometimes it was a matter of looking at other parts of the picture to try and figure out what the character was. And again, if you're new and you really just want to try it, you open it and you have all these problems. It's covered in air bubbles, which you might not think is a problem until you finish it and you find the drills are all floating about. But when you try to do stuff and then you can't even make out the numbers, the print is very poor, you're going to think that all diamond paintings are like this, and you're not going to try it again. And like I said, I could order exactly the same picture from the same place on Wish, and it wouldn't be as bad as the one I got. I think I was really just unlucky. But as I said, I think it was a good thing that I could show it on YouTube, and maybe there are some people out there that have got their first one, maybe somebody bought it for them as a gift, and they've looked at it and thought, I don't know what I'm doing with this. If you watch the Wish unboxing, and then I did another one where I started doing the painting, and then I'm going to do another one where it's finished, and you can see how much it changed from being all lumpy and bumpy to being perfectly flat. But I think I'll wait until I get it framed, and then you can see the completed. I might do it before that and then do another one showing you it framed, I don't know. The other thing that's worth mentioning, if anybody watched the last video where my wife tried diamond painting for the first time, she's watched me but never like sat beside me and watched. She just sort of walks by and looks at them and says, I don't know how you've got the patience to do that. I managed to talk her into trying one, and we recorded that. So she had a shot of the Diamond Art Club one that I'm doing now. Very first time. She'd never even picked up a diamond painting pen, so everything was new. And she had a shot, and after we did it I said to her, so are you going to be buying diamond paintings? And she said nope. She said, I like looking at them, but no. So that was a few days ago, and then last night I was working. I've started a Facebook group. I was working on that, and she came through and she said, I quite like this one. She had her mobile phone. She said, I quite like this one. And I said, are you looking at diamond paintings? And she said, no. She said, but an advert came up, and she saw this one and she thought, I quite like that. So I said, seriously, are you going to try one? And she said, well, I'm thinking about it. I said, okay. So the one she looked at had a lot of writing on it, and it wasn't very big. So I said to her, really, I wouldn't go for it, because you're going to find that you can't read the writing. And again, this is the problem when you're going for smaller ones. Fine detail like fancy scrolly text, that is not how it's going to look when you finish it. So I had an idea of the sort of things she was looking at, and I had a look for her, and I found one that's 50 by 40, 50 wide, 40 deep, and I think that'll look pretty good. So I ordered it. So now we have to wait, the way things are going, what, 2 months maybe, before she actually gets it. I just hope she doesn't lose interest before then. So that was totally unexpected. Right, so now I'm just going to go quickly over it again, just to spread any glue. That top bit actually feels as if it's getting tacky already. Doesn't look too bad, but all I'm doing here is just dragging the applicator across. It is like a little rubber brush. So what that's doing is just helping to push the glue down between the drills and hopefully stick them all together, and I don't have to worry about them falling off. Just need to make sure I don't have any obvious lumps of glue, but it looks like it's going on okay. I mean, I don't know if I'd get away with just one, but I did 2 in the last one, and as far as I'm concerned, I mean, if I had seen that, like the small one, if I had seen that, I wouldn't have said, oh, that's been sealed. So that's good enough for me. It's just that I've watched some videos, and some is really obvious, but people have been trying different things to see how they work. Some of them look like varnish, so the whole thing has got a sort of glassy look, but it doesn't shimmer, and I really wouldn't want anything like that. So far this is the only product I've used to seal. This is only the second one I've sealed. I might try something different sometime. I'm keen to try different things, different products, and try them myself rather than just relying on somebody else. Because you know what it's like, everybody's got their own opinion of what they like and what they don't like. And I'm quite willing to try stuff myself, just to see what I think of it, and then that gives another opinion on YouTube. So that's it, sealed. Just having a quick look that I haven't got any lumps of glue, but I can't see anything. So I'll stick this away for a couple of hours. I'll come back, there's no point videoing it, it's just basically a repeat of what I've done. Coat it all again, leave it for another couple of hours, and that'll be it. Off to the framers. So thanks for watching. I hope you found something of interest in that video. I'll obviously do another one once it's finished and framed, and let people see what it looks like. As I mentioned earlier, I've started a Facebook group, Diamond Painting Gym on Facebook. The reason that I did it was I'm quite keen to get to know people that are doing the diamond painting, people that are new, people that are looking for advice and help. Also people that have been doing it for a long time who can give me advice and help. And basically it's just a place where people who are interested in diamond painting can share what they're doing, talk about different things about diamond painting, different products, whatever, but also have a bit of a laugh. It's not just about diamond painting and nothing else. Like I said, I quite like talking to people around the world and getting to know them a little bit. I like humour. There's a lot going on in the world just now, and it's definitely good for your mental health to take a break from that and just relax, and that was why I thought I would start a Facebook group. So it is very new. If you're interested, the link is in my profile, and I'm also on Instagram. I post on there quite a lot, different pictures and things. So again, if you're interested, you can maybe give me a follow on that. And if you enjoyed the video and you want to see what else I'm going to do, I've got ideas, a lot of different. I've now got various things coming from different places in the world, because now I'm getting curious about products, and are they any better than other things and stuff. So rather than just sitting watching YouTube videos about them, I've decided to actually do my own YouTube videos. So I've been buying various things. The problem we've got is the delivery times, but I will be coming up with quite a lot of different ideas for YouTube videos that might get a bit of conversation going. But again, the main reason probably that I'm doing this is to try and help people who are thinking about doing it. I really enjoy doing this. Normally I'm sitting with the headphones on and I listen to music, and that's how I switch off, relax, just sit placing drills and listening to music. I find it very relaxing. I used to do cross stitch many years ago. I got interested in that. I found it amazing that people could make what looked like pictures out of thread. So I did that for a bit. It was very fiddly. Messing about with threads was a total pain. Messing about with drills is a lot easier, a lot tidier, a lot faster to change colours and things. So I'm really enjoying this, and I think I'm going to be doing this for a very long time. So again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. It would be good to see you, and I'll maybe catch you in the Facebook group. So that's it. Today is Friday, so if you are watching it today, I'll be uploading it within minutes. So if you are watching it today, have a good weekend, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.